For the past 2 decades, Hamas has been slowly improving its military capability, building deadlier, longer-range missiles, digging an extensive network of tunnels under Gaza, arming and training jihadi fighters better than ever before. The results seem to have come together on Saturday. CNN's Sam Kiley has more on the animosity between Israel and Hamas over the years.
Slick propaganda, a blatant threat, and published last year. Hamas gunmen training on motorized paragliders. They also showed meticulous planning for fighting in built-up areas, all an historic failure of Israeli intelligence. Hamas videos of the start of their assaults from Gaza were published within hours of its launch. Malevolently bold in execution, Hamas targeted Israeli machine gun nests and command posts. They knocked out Israeli military communications and crippled command and control. They swept into Israeli territory and launched a wave of atrocities, killing at least 900 people in the worst Israeli setback in 50 years. Once a branch of the Muslim Brotherhood, Hamas, a Sunni movement, won Palestinian elections in 2006 on a platform of social reform and resistance to Israel. Riven by corruption and incompetence, rivals Fatah launched attacks immediately against the movement, which denies the right of Israel to exist at all. In the end, Hamas won control of Gaza, and its grip on the enclave of around 2 million people tightened as Israel and Egypt largely sealed it off, causing intense humanitarian problems. Hamas responded with waves of rocket attacks against Israel that got worse as the years went by. Israel counterattacked from the air and with ground assaults that left thousands dead, and Hamas still in charge. But Iran's influence has been key to Hamas's military power.
The Iranians have trained Palestinian engineers in how to establish rocket manufacturing in Gaza. We know that the Iranians have provided certain production equipment which you need for the production of solid propellant rockets to Gaza and to other places as well.
In the past, infiltrations were limited to attacks from tunnels. Hamas successfully hid its bigger plans for months. Meanwhile, Israel's right-wing government focused its efforts on growing Palestinian violence on the West Bank.
There are extensive meetings with the resistance factions in Gaza and the West Bank, and with our brothers abroad about starting that fight.
This spokesman also told me that he'd recently been training forces in Lebanon, most likely alongside Iran-backed Hezbollah. The next phase that Hamas and its allies will have planned for is Israel's almost inevitable ground invasion. The last in 2014 was chaotic.
Hamas had a long time to prepare for exactly this kind of scenario. There is a chance that Hamas, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, might reveal a new capability that could have a tremendous impact on the strategic balance as well.
Israel knows it must battle Hamas on its own turf, in urban areas latticed with explosive traps and riddled with secret tunnels. And Hamas will draw on the experience of Iran-backed Hezbollah, which ravaged Israel's armor in 2006. All the while trying to protect the lives of at least 130 hostages that Hamas says they will kill if Israel's attacks continue. Dealing with violent groups backed by Iran, a country that's bent on destroying Israel and building a nuclear weapon that could do just that. Sam Kiley, CNN.